Hey guys, this is Daryl out at Spitzer Mitsubishi in Sheffield, and I just wanted to come on here today and talk with you guys about the Mitsubishi Connect system, starting with this touchscreen display here, and also talking about the Mitsubishi Connect telematics service that we now offer. Sorry about that. Our new telematics service that we're offering on the 2018 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross. And actually, I think I'm going to start with this one since this one has a little less to go over. It's a little bit more streamlined packages and everything, whereas the display, there's a lot of menus and things we got to go through with that one. So I'll start here with the telematics service. This is Mitsubishi Connect, and it is available on SE and SEL trim levels for 2018. So there's two packages that come with this system. The first package is called the Safeguard package, and that includes auto collision notification, SOS emergency assistance, information assistance, alarm notification, roadside assistance, stolen vehicle assistance, and a mileage tracker. There's a little bit more features that are included too, but those are really the main points of the Safeguard package. You get 2 years free when you buy a 2018 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross, so that's complimentary of Mitsubishi. After the 2 free years, it's $99 a year thereafter. So that's the price for that one. The second package is called the Safeguard and Remote package, and that includes everything from the Safeguard package, and it includes remote climate control, door lock and unlock function, remote horn, remote lights, car finder assistance, vehicle settings, and Amazon Alexa or smart speaker compatible. That is also 2 years for free, complimentary of Mitsubishi, and it's $228 per year thereafter. So those are the two different packages that we offer with our telematics service for 2018. Obviously, it can change for the 2019, 2020 model years, but so far that's where it stands. So it's a pretty cool system, and the best feature, like I said, is that it is compatible with Amazon Alexa. So you can use your smart speaker to start your vehicle, unlock your doors. There's a multitude of voice commands for it. I'll try to get one set up and bring my Amazon Alexa from home in so we can go through and play with it, demonstrate the different functions and features of it. So look forward to that video as soon as we figure out how to get the system set up properly without someone actually purchasing the car. So once we figure that out, I will bring my Amazon Alexa in and we'll go through and play with it just like we're doing today. So now coming back down to the touchscreen, as I said in my previous video, my previous walk around, shout out to all of y'all that watched that. This is standard in LE, SC, and SEL trims. The ES model has its own head unit. It's completely different from this one. It is also a 7-inch touchscreen, but it does not have Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. And it is a double DIN head unit where it's not this thin display where it has no, back to it. The ES has a actual double DIN head unit. So if you do like customization and putting your own radios and things, the ES may be the way to go for you. I don't know how customizable this is. I don't know if there will be any dash trim kits where you can throw in your own double DIN stereo or single DIN stereo into this. So the ES may be the way to go. You can still get the super all-wheel control on that model, and remember, it's only $600 additional on the MSRP. So it's only $600 to add all-wheel drive to that car, and in this segment it's at least $1,400 to add all-wheel drive in a car. So pretty good deal there. So what I mainly wanted to go over with this system is the Android Auto. Of course, Apple CarPlay is included with that, but the reason why I wanted to go over Android Auto is because the touch control, this little pad that's down here, and it's in a different location on LE models. This touchpad is actually located behind the shifter on LE models because LE models have a physical handbrake. They don't have this electronic parking brake like this SC does. We're in an SC trim level car right now. So this is actually in a different location on the LE. But the main reason why I wanted to do Android Auto on this system is because this touchpad does not work on Android Auto phones. Again, it does not work. You cannot use the touchpad. You have to use the touch screen in order to use the different functions. So as you can see, this is the home menu. And you have your Android Auto over on the left, phone, Sirius XM, FM, Bluetooth audio, and it is capacitive touch, so you can just swipe over. You have your AM, iPod, USB, settings in your day and night mode, which changes the contrast for you. Screen off, vehicle info, clock, vehicle settings, location, and a tutorial for the touchpad controller. And I'm going to go over all these menus. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time because this video will probably be an hour long and ain't nobody got time for that. So I'm going to just start with the Android Auto. Looks the same as it does on every other unit. Of course, you know, Android and Apple, have streamlined the screens and how they look across various makes and models so that they all look the same. So that way it'll be very familiar with people when they hop out of one car and get into another. So you have your tiles. This phone is brand new. One of my coworkers just bought this last night and he hasn't set up or downloaded anything to it. So right now the weather is all we have. And of course you can go to phone and you can do your phone. You can do your maps. Because this is Android Auto, you can choose between different map services. So just coming into Google Maps. Oh, there we go. So just coming into Google Maps, there is a little bit of a delay. You can see you do have navigation. And of course, you can long press the speech button and you can talk to Google. So you can search for different information. You can search for different locations through Google. You can tell it to play different radio stations. If you have Google Play service, look up different songs. There's a whole bunch you can do with Google Play. I'm sure most of you have, played with that feature, and with the Apple CarPlay as well. If you long press the same speech button, you can talk to Siri. So you can tell Siri to navigate you different places. You can search for information, tell Siri you want to hear a specific song. So the same things you can do there, you can do across both systems, no matter which phone you have. And then pressing the home button brings you back to the different cards. And as I said, if you do have a setup phone, it will have more cards to display. There's one for traffic, there's one for your music, things of that sort. So coming back to home, we go to phone, and it brings you back to Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, and you'll use the system through there. If you Bluetooth it, if your phone is just set up through Bluetooth, then you'll use the systems interface, and it has your phone book, it has recents, and it also has a touchpad that mimics the number pad on a cell phone, so you can actually dial out through the system. You don't have to be connected through Android Auto or Apple CarPlay to dial out. Sirius XM is labeled just as it is. That brings you to your satellite radio tuner. And of course, someone already programmed us to Hip Hop Nation, so that's what we're listening to now. Just so you know, you can actually pause, rewind, and fast forward stream music that is streaming through the Sirius satellite radio service. So I can actually pause this. I can actually pause Post Malone, rewind him a little bit if there was something, you know, maybe another song that was on. You can do that and listen to that previous song as well. So that is something that we use. You can set your favorite, so it lets you know when your favorite is on air. All sorts of different functions through this system. And then FM, these are just the tuners. Now this is a little different because we don't have any tune knobs or anything. So this is the part where you'll use the touchpad to kind of do everything. And as I'm using the touchpad, you can scroll through and enter the number that you want. I don't know any stations. I always listen to satellite radio, so we'll just go ahead and fudge it. I don't know if there is a 98.5. Oh, it is. We were already listening to that. So that's how you would tune. You would just enter the direct number. You can also scan, just like the old-fashioned radios used to do. You can seek and scan and do it that way. And then there's a little bar that comes up at the bottom, and it'll show you how much time you have left until it scans for the next station. And then pressing the touchpad. So this isn't like a laptop. You can set it up to be like a laptop, where if you just tap it like that, it'll actually enter a press. But this one isn't set up that way, so you actually have to physically press it, and then that'll tell it to stop or enter the function that you want to do. Going back to home, what else we got? We have Bluetooth audio, but of course that's going to bring us back to Android Auto if we press that. So I'm not going to bother. Capacitive touch, so you just swipe over. And you can also use the touchpad here as well. So as you can see, I'm using the touchpad and just swiping over. So you don't have to touch the screen for this part, only if you're using Android Auto and you're in the Android Auto system do you have to use the touch screen. So coming over to iPod, USB, of course, if you have those connected to the USB ports, those will be active. Settings, this lets you go in and change Sirius XM, your clock, touchpad controller, information. You can adjust various different settings that way. Day and night changes the contrast of it, so you can put it in auto or you can manually put it in day or night mode. Sometimes night mode is a little too dark for people, and sometimes the display is a little too bright on cloudy days or days with low contrast, so they like to put it in the night mode. You can turn the screen off if it's too bright at nighttime, and pressing the touchpad or touching the screen will bring it back to life for you. Now, this is one of the menus that I was playing around with, and I was actually pleasantly surprised with it. So this is, actually, it's vehicle settings that I was pleasantly surprised with. So Mitsubishi, for a long time, they didn't allow customers to change a whole lot of settings. Let me go ahead and turn off the radio just in case it's picking up in the microphone. Mitsubishi didn't allow a lot of customers to be able to change a lot of settings with the vehicle unless you got the MMCS, Mitsubishi Multi-Communication System, navigation system in their cars. But with this Mitsubishi connected 7-inch thin display system, you can change a lot of various aspects about your vehicle with it. So there's keyless operation, wipers. I'm going to go ahead and just click on wipers. You can change the different modes. Wipers linked to washer, auto wash function, one touch of washer lever. So if you touch it and just pull the windshield wash just once, it'll actually squirt out 3 times in sync with the windshield wiper, so that way you don't waste windshield washer fluid. Rear wiper interval, rear wiper activated when in reverse. So there's different modes and different functions that you can change. And like I said, Mitsubishi never used to do this unless you ponied up for the $2,000 navigation system. But now that they actually let you customize the vehicle to how you want it, it's actually a pretty handy setup that they have here. So going back over to vehicle information, sorry, I was on the wrong screen. This will tell you information about your fuel consumption, eco information. It'll do a little bit of a history so you can see how well or how poor you've been doing with your gas mileage, and it updates every 5 minutes. There's a short term, a long term, a driving score. So it'll actually give you stars on how you were driving on various days of the week. So there's always that. That changes your clock settings. Location just gives you your GPS location in degrees. Even though this does use Android Auto and Apple CarPlay for its navigation, it still has its own GPS antenna to assist your cell phone with finding location in areas of poor reception. So that's always nice to have. And then the tutorial will just take you through how to work the touch controller. Perhaps I'll do a video about that one day. It's very lengthy, so I don't want to bore you guys. This video is already looking like it's about to be 14 minutes long, so I don't want to bore you guys with that. Maybe I'll do that in a separate video as well. So yeah, I just wanted to go over this system with you guys and just let you see how, comprehensive it is. It has a lot of functions, and also let you know about our new telematics service. Like I said, this is brand new for 2018, and I know this is something Mitsubishi has wanted to do for a long time, and we finally got it for 2018. So definitely excited about that. I will figure out how to get it connected and get it set up so that way I can bring in my smart speaker from home and we can go through and play with the various aspects of it. Tell Alexa to start the vehicle, turn the lights on, and so on and so forth. So be on the lookout for that video. Like I said, thank you guys so much for watching my last walk around video and watching this video as well. Hope you find it informative. And as always, if you have any questions, drop it down in the comments below. And like I said, I'm Daryl Henry, and I'm out at Spitzer Mitsubishi in Sheffield, Ohio. Take care, guys.